Howdy folks, I'm going to be doing something new on my channel that I had originally not wanted to do, but I tell you what, this debate tonight between McCain and Obama was very, very good. And it's good enough that I'm going to start doing some political blogs or vlogs on here. Now, one of the early ones that I want to do is one on the situation with the violence between Georgia and Russia, because from what I've seen, there's, as I've mentioned before, I've been a student of military history since I was a little kid. It's always fascinated me because, I mean, let's face it, the majority of history is defined, not defined, but military action is what instigates changes in the world that make the history books. Okay, so I don't know exactly when I'm going to be doing that, but as I say, there's issues that I haven't seen any of the talking heads touch on. I haven't heard anybody that's done a video on them, and I haven't seen many, admittedly, but I haven't seen certain aspects of that conflict that really help explain it. And I've seen other aspects that are only touched upon, because that is a very, very critical conflict that has the potential to. I mean, world wars have been started over less than what's involved in the Russian and Georgian conflict there. So I want to get into that in a video, but primarily I'm getting into the politics here because this debate was awesome. The format of it was perfect. If you didn't see it, you had the moderator. It was held at a church. I don't remember the name of the church, but it was held at a church, a white evangelical church. And both of the candidates were given identical questions. They weren't on stage at the same time, except for a short period when Obama was leaving the stage. He went first, and then McCain was coming onto the stage. But they were presented with identical questions and given basically the same amount of time to answer those questions. Obama got a little bit more time than McCain, but that's only because Obama's speaking style is not as succinct as McCain's, and he took a little longer to answer some of the questions. But they both did pretty well, and they both did very well, actually. And the only thing that well, I'll get into that later. I'll get into that in the regular series. They both did very well in their responses. Obama surprised me because every public, non-scripted, appearance that I've seen from him, where he's basically answering questions off the cuff. And I haven't seen them all, but every one that I have seen, he's basically struggled with the answers. And I thought that he would be totally, honestly, I thought he would get, McCain would mop the floor with him. But he did a good job. I don't agree with all of his viewpoints, but he did a good job in responding to those questions. And the other thing is, there were some really unexpected questions, and unlike a regular debate, they weren't gotcha questions. The best example that comes to mind is the question they each had to answer, which was, and I'm paraphrasing here, what is your biggest personal failure in your life? Just an awesome format, an even-handed moderator, and good questions that were not your standard type questions. Now, the thing about a regular debate forum, or format rather, that has always bothered me is, number one, you generally have moderators, whether they are right of center or left of center. The moderators generally ask questions that are more designed to trap the candidate that they disagree with versus the candidate they support, because you have a question thrown out and the candidate the question is thrown to gets 2 minutes to answer, the opposing candidate gets 1 minute rebuttal, and then there's a 30-second for the original to rebut the rebuttal. And then it moves on to the next question. So you don't have the same question posed to both candidates all the time. Occasionally you do, but generally it's the candidates are getting different questions. This one, they got the exact same questions, had the same amount of time to answer, so on and so forth. So what I'm going to do with this debate is take those questions in order, make a video on each question, and show the two candidates' response to those questions, and give my take on what on their answers, and then answer the question myself, how I see things. And then, of course, people are welcome to respond to the videos that I put up on this, on any political thing. And, you know, in video responses, post their own positions, either in total disagreement, or if they see some error in something in my answer that, you know, and I'm not talking about a difference of opinion, I'm talking about a factual error. If I state some statistic wrong or some number wrong or whatever, you know, they can come back and correct me on that. Or if they want to expand on a certain point that I've made, they're welcome to do that. And the text responses, of course, they're welcome to say what they will. I'm not going to be responding to the responses to me. I'm going to let them stand as they are and let the people who see my video and then the opposing viewpoints, or, you know, modified viewpoints, corrective viewpoints, or whatever, you know, they'll be able to see both sides and form their own opinion about the argument. On the video responses, I probably will be a little bit more restrictive on the videos that I don't take down. Everything's going to be set to auto accept, but I'll probably be more restrictive on the videos that I will take down if they're simply attack videos of a personal nature against me or the candidate. You know, simply putting a video up that says Obama sucks or McCain sucks, it doesn't advance any discussion whatsoever. You know, in the comments section, I'll let things go a lot farther. I'm a proponent of free speech and the free exchange of ideas, and in that, you know, people are reading comments, and as a general rule, they're short comments, and you can read through them very quickly. Even the long comments, up to the limit that YouTube allows, you can read through that comment far faster than a video response is generally going to take. So anyway, I'm going to be stepping into that quicksand of politics on the channel here. And then after I get done with the debate issues and this Russian-Georgian conflict, I'll move on to other political topics as they come up. But you know, so you'll see some more videos coming out of me in the coming days. Now, actually coming days and weeks and probably months. Okay, now, real quick, on my personal situation, there's no change. I'm basically stuck in limbo here. I have an appointment on Tuesday to see the dentist down at the VA and get them started working on my teeth again. That got interrupted with my move out here, so the cavities weren't all fixed, and you know, they've pulled a tooth right there that needs to be, I need to have a new tooth put in, but it's the 8th of September, I believe, when I get to see my neurosurgeon again. Last appointment was canceled because I was sick and couldn't go to the hospital. I know that sounds weird, but you know, I had some problems that, you know, I just didn't, you know, I wasn't well enough to go in, so I called up and rescheduled, but I won't find out what's going on with this surgery until after I talk to my neurosurgeon, which, as I say, I believe is on the 8th of September. It's the early September, I know that. So anyway, so there'll be some new videos up here and some new subject matter, and primarily, I'm guessing it'll primarily be political in nature, although I may put up some other stuff that I've been wanting to talk about as well. To be honest, I just haven't had the inspiration to do a lot as far as video making goes, you know. So I haven't really made any videos, but this debate really got me kind of pumped on this race for the presidency that up to this point has been, you know, there's nothing that's really gotten me fired up and interested in what has basically been bland, predictable statements from one candidate or another. You know, just the little petty attack ads against each other. Ads that have factual errors in them, an attempt to, you know, either they're factual errors or they're, you know, there's a seed of truth in there, but it's all blown way out of proportion. You know, as an example, the one that tries to accuse Obama of being a Muslim, that sort of thing. You know, those don't do anything to inspire me to have any excitement about the race for the presidency whatsoever. So anyway, so there's a little update to let you know what to expect in the coming days on my channel and give you a brief update. Not saying anything to report on the medical situation, but should be seeing some more videos coming out of my channel here in the near future and on a more regular basis. So we'll see if that gets some, and I'm looking forward to some good, you know, hearing and seeing, either reading or seeing someone talk about their opposing viewpoints and the reasons that they have for holding them. So, as well as their sources. I mean, in this sort of thing, I try to be very meticulous in giving a link to all my sources so that people can go and check where my sources are coming from and for my information, and you know, they can judge for themselves how valid those sources are and whether they're BS or not, you know. Anyway, so like I say, I really enjoyed the debate tonight. I've watched the Fox News talking heads analysis of the debate already, and I've seen about a third, I believe, of the CNN analysis of the debate so far. If there was an MSNBC analysis of it, I missed it. As far as I could tell, they went straight from that debate back to their regular programming, whether that be the Olympics or, you know, their crime shows, you know, cold case files and that sort of thing. So if somebody's got a link to an MSNBC analysis of the debate, I would appreciate it if you would give that to me so I can go check it out and watch that in full. I was kind of, I can't say surprised, but it was interesting to see how much difference there was between the analysis of the debate from the right-leaning Fox channel and the left-leaning CNN channel panels that were analyzing the debate and the strengths and weaknesses of the candidate statements during that very, very good debate. One question that was raised, and I'll finish up with this, is, at least on Fox News, was, would we like to see more of this format of debate in churches? And my personal answer is, I don't care if they're in churches or not. With this one exception, I would like to see more of this format. It was awesome. I got a better picture of these candidates than all of the crap that's come out from both campaigns in all manner. Ads, the video ads, the written messages, the statements, you know, the town hall meetings, all of that. Watching these two go head to head with their answers on the exact same questions in the exact same order was awesome. I would like to see, the single exception to that is I would like to see the same format used in a black church, because this was a white evangelical church, and the white evangelicals overwhelmingly support McCain over Obama. I'd like to see the same format and similar types of questions tossed to the candidates in a black, one of the black churches, because unless it would be a very unusual black congregation, I believe the blacks are supporting Obama by something like 90%. So in that situation, you would have an overwhelming majority of the congregation would be Obama supporters. And that would, I think, make an interesting mix-up of the you know, possibly show some change in the way the candidates respond, because ultimately Obama was going into a hostile environment, whereas McCain was going into a far more friendly environment. And I would like to see the same format and similar questions raised in the reverse, where Obama would be going into a friendly environment and McCain would be going into essentially a hostile environment. All right, so there's my video, and if you watched through this whole thing, I appreciate it, and I thank you very much, and I will holler at y'all later. Look for another video in the next day or two. Hasta luego. Take it light, everybody.